today's BizChat and Music, and we warmly welcome you all to Gap HQ. And then we hope that we'll have an amazing night tonight, and then share of ideas, knowledge, and GCPs, BCPs, and whatnot. So there are a lot in the basket today, and we'll straight away go into our today's agenda. So I think it's fun. It's going to be fun to start with some icebreaker, and to start that icebreaker, I'm going to invite none other than Professor Gunapala Nanayakkara. So I think there is no one other better than you to start this moment.
Good evening to everyone. So I will hang around here talking about negotiation in business. Difference between the negotiation process and bargaining. So I will refer to the case of Microsoft buying part of Nokia in 2013, just to illustrate how the negotiation process went on, and then introduce the concept of BATNA, best alternative to negotiated agreement. You may have heard of it, you may have used it, but there may be some people who would like to study about it. Best alternative to negotiated agreement, and also so far zone of possible agreement, the zone of possible agreement between the parties involved. So this is what I am going to refer to. In business as in life, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. What you negotiate. I sometimes believe this is true in our families also. We have to negotiate in order to get what we deserve. A negotiation is done almost in every aspect of life. In business, you negotiate with other business suppliers, buyers for joint ventures. In politics, you negotiate. In trade union relations, you bargain mostly rather than negotiate. So negotiation is everywhere. When we go to a restaurant, we sometimes bargain for a table. Normally people keep the best table for the customer who never comes. So we are given a corner somewhere, so we have to bargain by saying, if you don't give, then we will go to some other place. So the bargaining process is everywhere, and negotiation is sometimes somewhere, not everywhere. Bargaining deals with the win-lose process. So sharing the same cake, sort of. And negotiation is about increasing the size of the cake so that there will be a win-win conclusion. So everyone gets a better share than otherwise.
All right, so thank you, Professor. Thank you very much for your presentation. I think we have to sing through the karanga product වෙනසකටත් එක්ක. I think ඊළඟට තියෙන්නේ සංගීතය මම මතක් වෙන දා තමයි අපි යුනිවර්සිටිස් වල ඉන්න කාලේ වුණත් අර හොස්ටල් එකේ ඉඳන් වෙන කාමරවලකින් ගිටාරයක් අරන් එනවා ඒ සින ස්ට්‍රෙස් එක විතර කරන්න. ඉතින් ඒ තරම් දෙයක් තමයි මියුසික් කියන්නේ. ඉතින් අද අපිත් එක්ක එකතුලා තින්නවා performing visual and performing arts faculty के
बरसात हो न हो
බොහොම ස්තුතියි. හරිම ලස්සනයි. හරිම දක්ෂයි. ඊළඟට අපිට තියෙන්නේ ඉංජිනේර රංජිත් ගුණතිලක මහතාගෙන් ස්පීච් එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒකට ආරාධනා කරන්න මම මහාචාර්ය රංජිත් දිසානායක පිසට ආරාධනා කරනවා.
It is my great pleasure to introduce the engineer major Ranjith Gunatilleke. I mean, most of you know very well, but he's a product of the University of Peradeniya, and he's one of the prominent engineer in the country. Currently, he's working as a, I think, group CEO of the Sanken, right? And he has a wide knowledge in mainly the construction industry, and he has done many projects in the country, and he has several membership, including the Chartered Engineering Institute of Engineers Sri Lanka, and he has a UK membership as well as the Society of Structural Engineering, and of course he know the pain behind building one of the largest construction industry in the country. So rather than I try to explain about him, I would like to listen to him and see how he came up to the position where he is right now.
Thank you, Ranjith. Coincidentally, both are Ranjiths. So in my case, if you talk about entrepreneurship or for construction, and how a graduate engineer get into this difficult field where normally engineers are allergic to this entrepreneurship. That was the history. And also they are allergic same way to do politics also. Right? But I have been telling, if you take engineering, engineers are the people who can do anything. But all the other people can't do engineering. There are so many engineers I know who have become architects, who have become artists, who have become doctors, but none of the other people have become engineers. When I say professionally qualified engineers, not a doctor, not an accountant, not a lawyer. If you know, you can tell me. But there's so many engineers have become architects, lawyers, accountants, politicians, all that. So this is where most of the people here should be able to proud of it. Why that I understand. So engineers very well know 1 plus 2 is 3. No, approximately 3. They know their logics very clearly. So most of the people, I feel at this age, if you go by the Dharma, they don't always see the reality of whole life. And they don't go behind money. The money coming behind them. For me, I should say, in my business career, I never wanted to become an entrepreneur or a businessman. No. When I joined university, my main aim was to pass out as an engineer and to work as an irrigation engineer, because I love the country, especially go out of the city. And I worked, and it was very correct. I worked in Kaudulla, Bovathanna, all these outside. I never want to. Maybe, I don't know, I fed up with the environment where I was, in the home environment, but there's nothing against. But every day you see your parents, you see your siblings, all that. So when you go to jungle only, that you are much free, right? And I had that. And I never wanted to do engineering. I was forced to do engineering in my childhood because I want to do many things. My elder brother wanted to do medicine, so that parents told me, don't do medicine, you do engineering. This is how my life came. And my father was a police officer, right? So I wanted to become an ASP, right? And of course, all people know I topped 1968, one of the best O-level results. But I didn't want to do engineering because I wanted to become an ASP. I thought of general degrees, okay. So I set for A-level. But I was selected for engineering, I couldn't do that. But my father forced me, say that even with the engineering degree, you can be an ASP.
Very interesting, Mr. Ranjith, that I wanted to raise a question from you. What is that? So you gave a wonderful message to the audience today, and be honest, and do what you do nicely, and that maximum, and that is what your success. And what kind of the challenges that you have faced?
I don't know whether I should say this. When we formed Sanken Construction, 1984, my age was just 30 plus. We wanted to get a partner to do construction in Sri Lanka. You can't get a partner. I was not interested in making a company like that. So we had a subcontractor. That time it was Pakistan, maybe you all know. So with Mr. Veerasekharas, we asked them whether they like to be a joint venture partner. So they like it. And they have to go to 51% of the forming company under FIAC. So from there, when we make it, as an engineer, I was not interested about any ownership of that. Though even today I have an ownership, but it's not rich. But I am telling young engineers, if you want to do any partnership, if you want to do any business, if you want to do the way that you want, always you must take the bull by horn. You must have more than 51%. Otherwise you can't get up. Otherwise you can't achieve your own goals. Maybe you have to work for others. So I failed in achieving 51%, but I was having the 40% of the company. But if I had 51%, I would have done much wonders in the construction industry, because sometimes, as you know, Sanken is not doing the roads and others. Because that is one reason that we can't do, because in the roads and others you have to take a lot of risks. So that I avoided personally Sanken getting involved in the roadworks. Okay?
Yes, I think if you have any questions, you can ask from Engineer Ranjith here. So the time is now. If you have a question, you can raise your hand and I'll come to you. If not, yes.
Now, very often, the power does not rest in the ownership structure, 51% or 49%, but power rests in the access to technology, access to markets, and who controls the key technologies. Maybe your share is much lower than 50%, but you have a full control over the technology that is being used in the company. But is that kind of thinking matter something, or what is your view?
What I say is, so if you think that you have all the strength to become a successful entrepreneur, and for you to take decision, if you don't have 51%, right, maybe all your decisions will not go through. you have to suggest. As a CEO, you can do. Even sometimes you transfer with the different technology, machinery, equipment, everything, because the majority shareholders always think money side of it. So they will think, okay, if this amount of money is retained in the company, one day it is shareholders' money, majority money. So that as an engineer, if you are a minority shareholder, even if you think that, even if you want to enjoy, you can't do that. So, but as just a shareholder, like a listed company, you can be shareholder and take it. But if you want to be a success with your own, strategies, then you must have more than
20. I wanted to ask a few questions from Engineer Ranjith. The reason why I said this opportunity was amazing is because I also had started a small company. Probably value of it is maybe minus 5-6 million. So my question to you is, Mr. Ranjith, is that probably I am at ground floor, and then maybe you are at 10, 15, maybe 100 floor. So what is your insight, given that current market today? What are the future opportunities for the businesses? How can we foresee, and what are your insights that probably today's generation can set up businesses and look forward to? Because in today's market, even starting up a business is very difficult. In fact, running it, paying rent, salaries. So I would like to know what your insights are when to generate wealth and generating profit.
Thanks for the question, but it's the same question we also have today in the business field, or the investors come and ask what is the best investment they can do in this country, which field. There is no business where you expect the returns within 6 years or 7 years in this country, which will last for long term. But when you think of business, it is profits, nothing else. No charity, no. Business means you are creating profits. That's the entrepreneurship. But all the same time, there are businesses where at least you should have the return within 6 years or within 7 years. That's the normal common thing for the short-term business. Long-term business, you may wait for 50 years, 30 years to get the return. For example, if you take it the expressway, when you invest on an expressway, your returns won't be within 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 15 years. It will be maybe 50 years only, you get the returns. That is why most of these type of things could be in the public sector. The government only should invest in infrastructure. But if you take it construction, the short-term thing, I think the hotel sector, no. Though you have very good tourism, my personal opinion, you should not go and invest on hotels. Resorts, sometimes outside city areas may be chances, otherwise don't invest, I am very telling, because you can never get the return within 10 years. Because if you see Colombo, though they say tourism is full, there are so many hotels, in the city hotels. These days, of course, because of these matches, otherwise they can't get the return. If you go to hospitals, you ask all these leading hospital people, they say, no, we are struggling without paying the bank interest, they are struggling. I think the educational sector, maybe there is a possibility to take some returns. No other sector you can invest and take it. Of course, you have a very safe investment is plantation and agriculture. But don't expect overnight millions. It will be thousands that you can earn, and then you have less risk. High risk areas businesses, you have to dump money, but at the moment I am telling, no one is telling go and invest in here. Because your difficulty is, one is to, if you invest, you must go with the latest technology available. Second thing is, you should have professionals to the bottom level of proper professionals too. And that is not available. Right? So I am not discouraging any people who get into the business. Right? But this is the actual fact at the moment.
Right. So even I think I also got a question when you said that education, there can be a possibility in education sector that we can earn a good profit in the business sense. So let's say in nowadays now, even if you take in Colombo, also there are a lot of universities are starting, and also how do you compete with other big giants in this sector, so in the education sector, if you believe?
I think education sector is the today, because we'll have some chances. Reason, if you take it, the people, our money, a lot of money went outside Sri Lanka, various other countries, USA, UK, Australia. But now these days that expenses is very high. You can't bear. So that a lot of people do accreditation with other universities, and so that a lot of Sri Lankan, I don't know to what extent they are recognized in the international, but there are so many universities and other things are coming up. And also, there are, I don't know from where the number of students, Professor must tell. Now I was told that SLIT started with 2,000, and now it's about 10,000. And their rates are not low. So for that, if you ask ACBT, ICBT, all these institutions, they're charging huge sums, but still they are full. And if you take it in the industry, today you can't get engineers. When we passed out when we entered in 1970s, early 70s, the number of students to the universities is 150, 160. Today, I think all the universities taking more than 5,000 engineers. But where are those engineers? They are all going out of the country. So this is why they are going. There are business opportunities lacking there, but at the moment you have the business opportunities. Number one, I think the education. Very good university if you can plan. Private university, in a big scale like the other big universities, that will have business.
Thank you very much. And if you don't have any questions, if you have still, you got time. If you raise your hand, I'll come to you and then give this mic to you. All right, thank you very much. And with that, I think we are ready with the international sharing space now. So I think we can directly go, and then we have had an introduction about Doctor, and then I think it's time. It's high time.
Okay, greetings. This is going to be a very quick and brief talk, and it's called From Pills to Platforms. If you don't understand what that means, you will in a minute. But pills means medicines that you take. Platforms means the setup that you organize in order to test those pills before you release them to the market in the public. So, my purpose in this is to show you how Sri Lanka can participate in the next pharmaceutical value chain. That's the whole focus of my talk. And there's a great, wonderful, and amazing opportunity waiting for Sri Lanka, and I'll show you in the next few slides why that is. So let me walk you through what happens when a pharmaceutical company tries to discover a new medicine. So they try something like 100, 200. Well, the solution is if 90% or more of the brain drugs failed, but they failed late after you spent so many years and so much money.
Saman Ruparathne, who is among us here. So we warmly welcome you on stage to share your ideas, your knowledge.
My story, that is basically, that's all. And I'm not, I would say, I'm not somebody like extraordinary. I'm a very ordinary person, and I think the beautiful is that how can ordinary person can be successful in business. That's what I'm going to show you today. Yeah, this is about myself. I'm Sri Lankan, and I'm coming from, I would say, decent middle class family. And I'm even at a school. I have few witnesses here from my school, classmates, and I'm very in the class also. I'm very average student when I was at the school. But I think I have few notes also. I'm going to read. I will read this. I was not a brilliant student. In fact, I was very average. But what I did have was curiosity and also willingness to learn slowly and consistently. So let me talk about my company. My company is TBS International Private Limited. We started this company in 2011 as a trading company, and our sales revenue is at the moment is 15 million US dollar, which is about 4.5 billion in Sri Lankan money. And we have become a global textile brand supplier, and at the moment we supply for all the known top class textile brands in the world.
Approach කරපු විදිය really inspiring. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා time අරගෙන but it came from your inside, that is from your heart, and really inspiring. Maybe that many learned out of you, that means out from you, and so I wish you and you can build the wonderful company when times to come.
Thank you. Very good presentation. And it was very encouraging to listen to you. And you talk about being Sri Lankan. And you said the Sri Lankan employees are good. But my question is about whether these good Sri Lankan employees are now changing. For example, in the past, our employees had been often, questioned about their work ethic, their honesty, their teamwork, their commitment to the employer, and so on. There had been issues, definitely. But my question is whether Have you experienced them? And if so, are they increasing today? The complaint is Sri Lankan workforce is getting weaker and weaker. I just want to know whether you have experienced anything like that.
Thank you for the comments for my speech and also the answer to your question. Actually, what I can see is you are right. It's challenging and getting harder day by day. I remember when I started my career at MAS, one of MAS plants. Even for the machine operators, we recruited some school leavers, but they have at least sat for A levels. But at the moment, we recruit machine operators without any, even they don't have O levels.
If you have any questions? Yes, we do have a question, finally.
Yeah, I would like to ask from Saman, what are the challenges that you faced when you start up this business and when you start a very fresh business in Sri Lanka, what is nylon manufacturer in Sri Lanka? As the first nylon manufacturer in Sri Lanka, what were the challenges that you faced from the beginning?
Okay, biggest challenges was competition. I would say competition we are getting from all over the world. We compete with multinational companies in the world. So at the beginning, biggest problem was because because we deal with corporate customers like MAs and also some overseas customers we have. What we did was at the beginning, just to give you an idea, we got some international certificate to confirm our quality and our processes. We got all these certificates so that we can prove that we are not a small company and we run our business in very systematic way. And to start, especially when I come to this new project, our nylon manufacturing project in Sri Lanka, we wanted to, one of the reason we decided to have it in Sri Lanka, invest so much of money, because we wanted to take the control of making raw material also, so that we will be very competitive, and we can show some of the advantages to our customers, and we can bring lot of we can approach to some big brand in the world.
We have engineer Chandana and Ranasinghe in the house to speak to us today. So, over to you, sir.
While the presentation is getting ready, I'm Chandana Ranasinghe. Good evening. Being the last presenter, probably I got a bit of a challenge in terms of keeping you, your interests up and, keep you wake up. I'm talking about the entrepreneurial journey I came through. While the slides are coming up, I also somebody didn't look to become an entrepreneur at the beginning of my career. passed out from Moratuwa, did computer engineering, joined probably the largest IT company right now in Sri Lanka. That was a more startup out of a kitchen. So I was there for about 13 years. So in 2011, there was a point I had to say I'm actually looking for something else, because there was a important event in my personal life where I had to put some time, came back. Then my boss was looking at me and said, all the failures happened during last month is yours, right? So that's a consequence of probably working for a company. So I told my boss, before you fire me, I'm going to leave. So that was the starting point of my entrepreneurial journey. Then came the interesting event, which basically fueled large part of the rest of the events. So we built a product. It is a private social media platform in Sri Lanka. So we were taking that from one company to another company. I think I probably did about 50 presentations. I don't think anybody had any interest in buying our product. So one of my friends in Singapore in early 2014 said, you might have a shot here, so come over. Me and my friend, we actually didn't have probably money to stay, so he took his Sri Lankan flight, leaving late night, landing in 6:30 in the morning, and then we had the return ticket in the afternoon or evening. So we went and made the presentation. The body language showed they were very interested. So we were asked, when are you leaving? I said, tonight. We were asked, can you stay for another few more days? We said, of course, yes. So we extended the ticket, we stayed. Second day, signs like, we need to buy your company, right? So rather than the product. So of course, yes, I said. So me and my partner came out. We had probably invested about 5 million each, so 10 million Sri Lankan rupees. So they were asking offer. So this is one of the big learning points for me, right? So we were using this cost plus method, right? My partner said, let's sell it at 25 million. So SGD was going at about 100 rupees, so 25,000 SGD, right? Now I said, no. I mean, you put at 25,000 SGD, it might come down to about 15,000. So we'll say 100,000. Sorry, 1 million. Sorry, 1 million. 1 million SGD. So we went into the room. We said, of course, we're offering the company at 1 million SGD. I was looking at the faces. They were like, is that too cheap? Right? So there was a yes, right? So then we came out. In a couple of days, we sold the company. So the interesting thing is, as we were walking out of the room, the one who took us there came out and said, right? They said 5 million to begin with, they could go up, right? But of course, for a 100,000 SGD, we earned 1 million, so came back 50-50 split. So then started another company 2014 with 2 other partners. We ran it for 5 years. We had good run. So that was called Acentura.
He thought we are not producing enough IT professionals in Sri Lanka and we have shortage, right? So recently I heard from my friends in the IT industry that there are people who don't get the good jobs. The reason he gave was the AI. Is it correct?
Well, yes and no. So it's like any other discipline, right? I'll take when I get this question very often these days. So this is an example I'm probably taking the 10th time now. So back in maybe 1930s or so in United States, the first version of what you call the telephones came with a manual exchange. What a manual exchange is, you have to call the exchange and book the call. Right? So So with the number of connections that they had in 1930s, they thought in order to facilitate the telephone network in America, if it spreads across America, they had probably employed half of the America to switch the calls. Right? But that didn't happen. The electronic valve came in 30s. The transistor came in 40s. Now today, with no human interaction, the call switching happens, right? I mean, if you really look at the population in Sri Lanka, only very few people work in those places, right? So the technology is getting advanced every day. So this is a good example to show you how human involvement is changing, not removing from the technology, right? Now today, if you really look at, 10 years back, when a Java engineer is hired, we are asking the questions of, do you know object-oriented programming? Can you write Java code, etc. Today what we are asking is, can you write an AI prompt that can generate the code, right? Context change, but work is there. That's what it is.
Participation here, and I think the night's going on better than I expected. I'm exposed to multiple views on business approaches and things like that, which we all talk about our challenges, and then when you have a forum like this, it might be a completely unrelated industry, but there'll be a solution, or there would be an angle that we've not looked at. So I think it's excellent. I'm thrilled to have been part of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that lovely feedback. And maybe from here, because I'm coming near to you now. So if you have any suggestions and feedback of how the night is going on.
Today is a very unique presentations. All three presenters have a different, they were not initially entrepreneurs. They had their own ways, different jobs, and all. They never thought to become entrepreneurs. But they became very, excellent entrepreneurs.
මම හිතන්නේ මේ අද බොහොම සුන්දර දවසක් මගේ අදහස මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩ කට්ටියක් මාත් එක්ක එක වෙයි කියලා. ඇත්තටම මේ මේජර් රංජිත් එතුමාගේ ගමන එක්ස්ප්ලේන් අපිත් එක්ක ෂෙයා කරාට පස්සේ මේ මිස්ටර් සමන් බොහොම අර ඔනස්ටි එකෙන් කතා කරා. ඒක අර හරි වටිනවා අපිට උනත්. ඊට පස්සේ මේ මිස්ටර් චන්දන blew it off. අද රැට නිින්ද යන්නේ because කතා කීපයක් ඒ ප්‍රසන්ටේෂන් කරන්නේ කොහොමද? ඒ කියන්නේ UK ගිහිල්ලා හරි US ගිහිල්ලා හරි කතා කරන්නේ පොයින්ට් එකට කතා. Beautiful presentation. I was mind blown. අද රැට නම් නිදා ගන්න හරි අමාරුයි. ඉතින් බොහොම ස්තුතියි මේ අවස්ථාව අපිට ලබා දුන්නාට.
Good evening, everyone. I've been very closely listening to all the presentations by various people. But we all say that, it's very difficult to start up an industry in Sri Lanka. I think the government should have an industry policy done, a national policy for industry, for agriculture, for but it's not, we discuss all these things, but nothing is implemented and nobody is looking at it. So until you put these things into place, I think the people who really want to start up the new ventures, I think they are not motivated.
For today, the conversation must go on. So even the dinner will be served, and let's see the networking, how the networking is going on. Let's share our ideas, let's share our contacts, business cards, and help each other. And then, achieve our common goal, which is to bring this nation, to take this nation to become a wealthier nation. So I think my part is done, but I am not the perfect person to end this. So, Engineer Chamath, can you share some few ideas, and then Professor Ranjith, we can end it.
Thank you very much for coming here today, having a good session. And especially I would like to thanks Engineer Ranjith Gunatilleke sharing his entrepreneurial journey with you all and how he built a larger company in the country. And Saman, so I would like to thank you too. And you are really honest, and you know that your insights were completely different. And I admire you in a sense that building that manufacturing company here with huge difficulties, not like construction and all that, but building a manufacturing company in Sri Lanka is very difficult. But you did it, and thank you very much for doing it, contributing to a country in that way. And Chandana Ranasinghe, long-term friend of mine, and you know that becoming a wonderful entrepreneur today and going crossing borders and going abroad and bringing dollars to the country. And you also did a wonderful presentation, Chandana, and thank you very much. And all the participants today, you all are welcome. We are having a next session in March planning, and we have a plan, big plans to have a larger sessions, hopefully in September in Cinema Life. And we are trying to bring down one of the largest entrepreneur in the world to Colombo, and hope that we can get him down. And so we'll meet next time in March to discuss, share knowledge enhancing kind of a session, networking, and etc. etc. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for all the presenters, and it was big variation of each and every presentation, so that brought the good dynamic to the program. So as Chamath said, that we have decided to have the next program 12th March at the same location, as we are planning for the bigger event in month like September. We are bringing some international speaker, and whereby slowly we are going to move toward the change in the entrepreneurs culture in Sri Lanka.